All right, so now it's your time to shine.
Hang on a sec here. Let me just get my thoughts.
Oh boy, so what are we drinking today, Eric? I'm so
Yeah.
excited. What's up, my little nobodies? Welcome back to the second episode of Nobody Wants to Hear It. And baby, it's cold outside.
No, it's not. In fact, it's unseasonably warm.
And baby, it's cold outside.
Oh boy, you're right, David. So today I thought we'd warm up by talking about the upcoming movie season. Yeah.
It's kind of a perfect storm if you're a nerd or nerd type person. So we thought we'd give a run through of what we give a shit about and what we give no shat about. So Eric has a special treat for us today. It's an old boy. I can't wait to hear all about it.
Since today's topic is going to be about Batman versus Superman versus Civil War, I thought I would do something that can capture the duality of those movies. So we have one movie that's Marvel versus the other movie, which is DC. Both classic enemies that fight each other all the time.
Two great tastes that taste great together.
And then both movies are also about Captain America and Superman, who stands for truth, justice, and the American way. So,
and hope. I asked this for hope.
Yeah, okay.
Zack Snyder told me.
Anyway, so for American, I thought American bourbon. And since you have the light and the dark and two enemies fighting, I would do sweet and sour.
That's beautiful.
So,
two races coming together like that.
So first thing, we pour in the bourbon.
Oh my lord. Oh my lord.
Maple syrup, 100% Canadian.
Maple syrup in a drink. You buy this? You buy this?
And then lemon juice.
Christ.
There's a good chance this is going to be awful. I don't know anything about what I'm doing.
All right.
2,000 years later.
Ah, two pretty even pours.
What a nightmare. I can smell them from here.
Yeah, this is going to be fun.
It smells like waking up in a hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, cheers. Huh.
Oh, God!
It's a little too sweet. Maybe a little less maple syrup next time, but otherwise it's all right. Covers up the bourbon pretty well.
Mimi mamo. Mamu mami.
It'll grow on you.
Oh, fuck. Jesus Christ. Good Lord. All right, so yeah, it's going to be a pretty
packed year.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this year we have a Star Wars movie, a Star Trek movie, essentially a Justice League and a Avengers movie. The Avengers movie has Spider-Man in it. There's an Independence Day movie, there's a Ghostbusters movie, there's a Ninja Turtles movie, and other things.
Doctor Strange.
Oh, yeah, and then the also-rans, Doctor Strange and your Suicide Squads.
Is there another Transformers, too?
Let's hope not.
Yeah.
So a lot of them are like, well, so a lot of them are like unknown quantities at this point. I mean, there's a lot of trailers, but judging them off the trailers is a little like judging a drink by the mason jar you've served it in. You don't know looking at this how bad it is.
And you notice there's definitely like a trend now with trailers where like they just have like one really, really good song and it's cut really well to it.
Oh, it drives me crazy.
I feel like it's been like that ever since Watchmen.
Watchmen, you think?
Yeah.
For me, it started with Guardians of the Galaxy because who doesn't remember seeing that? What nerd doesn't remember seeing that trailer for the first time with the Hooga Chaka, and you're just like, I think this might actually work.
You know what? Until you just mentioned it, I actually forgot what the trailer was.
Oh, good Lord. But I mean, with both those movies, it was earned. When you actually saw the films, like, the music was such an integral part of the movie's DNA. Whereas when I watched the Suicide Squad trailer or the Star Trek trailer, they just took songs. It's easier to sell us something we've already bought. So they take these beloved hits.
But it seems like with Deadpool, like they kind of did that a little bit too, where they have like one kind of song, like they have the shoop, doop, whoop, whatever the crap that song is. I don't know. From the trailers, I'm thinking Deadpool might be good.
It's got really good Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's already early reviews.
It looks like it's going to be amazing, which shut me up because I thought it would be a piece of shit. The one I'm excited for, and I know I'm going to be let down. But I'm so fucking excited for Ninja Turtles. You don't even know.
I don't know. Like, it's weird watching the trailer. Like, you get excited. I mean, they even have the Technodrome now. But, I mean, Krang looks cool. Like, it literally looks like what you could possibly imagine Krang being in a live-action movie.
Yeah, they did a good faithful job. So.
Yeah, it's like the Ninja Turtles that we all wanted. It's got everything, like, that we wanted to be in there, and they never did because they thought it would be stupid.
Gear up, guys.
Oh, we forgot to mention X-Men.
Because fuck it. It looks so bad. And I hate every one of you who thinks it doesn't look bad. And over this, I'm going to put that sequence of the most absurd special effects I've ever seen. You know when, like, Storm swoops in and Angel opens his wings and the knives fly out. And then the Magneto, like, it looks...
And now they have Cyclops cut through something with, like, a sword.
It looks like a video game from, like, 7 years ago.
You know what? I actually don't think the special effects are nearly as bad as you say they are.
They're terrible.
For me, it's more the fact that I thought the whole point of redoing these was so that we could be more faithful. So you have like Psylocke and Storm in like pretty decent representations of their comic book costumes, but then the rest of the X-Men are literally in like black armored like 90s like I don't know suits again. And it's like fuck, that's I want to see their 80s costumes.
I'm feeling like this is gonna be really boring, to be honest.
Well, let's get into the meat and potatoes then, which is going to be Civil War versus Batman versus Superman. That's going to be the big thing. That's where I got all my good material saved up for.
Good material.
Yeah.
Oh boy. I don't think any of this is funny though. Is my problem. I don't think it's interesting.
I don't necessarily think it has to be purely funny. I think
do.
Sometimes it has to be informative.
I think people are informed from more informative sources. Like, this is news everybody already knows. Nobody doesn't know this.
No, but we could take our unique abilities to have inside knowledge on comic books and apply that to this stuff.
I don't think it's that unique.
One of the issues I have most with trailers is they can set you up for such a big letdown. Like, this is something that happened to me with Man of Steel. Like, when I saw the trailer for Man of Steel, I thought it was the most brilliant, amazing trailer ever. It looked like he was, like, trying to do Terrence Malick style, like, cinematography.
Who's that?
He's the guy who did Tree of Life, The Thin Red Line.
Fuck that movie.
You know what? Say nothing else about Terrence Malick, but he does amazing shots. Like, everything just looks gorgeous. He captures lighting and natural everything.
The whole thing was just gray from start to finish and so somber. Like, then there's that shot of him as a kid running through the yard with a red cape on. If there's no Superman, what does that fucking red cape represent? He's not pretending to be a superhero when there hasn't been a superhero yet.
Anyways, none of that matters because it was an amazing looking trailer. Like, it set it up to be such a good movie. And then I went and I saw it and I was just crushed. Like, Man of Steel, I don't know, it's ruined DC movies for me. Like, I
think it's ruined life for you.
I guess, I don't know, like, I've never been let down so hard by a movie. Superman
I just think that anybody should be able to tell that. To me, the trailer matches the movie. Like, those are exactly, you got what the trailer promised you. You got a gray-ass movie with somber narration in places, mostly just a bland Dark Knight take on Superman.
God, why does he kill?
But anyway, that said, Batman vs. Superman is going to be the best thing ever.
No, I'm looking forward to Civil War. That's going to be the one that I think is going to be it.
Civil War looks like what you're complaining that you're imagining Batman vs. Superman is. I don't think it'll be bad. I'd be shocked if it were bad. I really would be shocked if it were bad. I do think it's going to be a slog.
I don't know. I disagree.
I think you're going to come out of that movie feeling bad about yourself, about the world. I don't believe that at all. Yuck.
The whole thing with, like, why Tony Stark is suddenly on the side of the government I think the way the movie is going to do it is going to make a whole lot more sense. Like Tony Stark, like why is he in support of the government when he's like Iron Man 2? He fights the very government itself. Is the fallout from the whole Age of Ultron movie with Captain America that I don't think Bucky's actually going to be completely, because like if you can see in the trailer, like he's brainwashed or something, and Cap manages to catch him. Tony wants to put him away or something, and Cap's like, no, we gotta like, you know, I want to try and do this, and Tony's like, no, this is bullshit. We got to do something with him. He's trying to protect his friend.
This is going to be a boring episode.
And Tony is...
I'm bored here doing it live, is the huge problem. Like...
Join us next week when we review Deadpool.
I don't know. I feel like I lost my gusto for this like partway through even talking about the trailers. Like...
You were only interested in it before because you were like digging into me and friendship. That was the only thing you thought made it funny.
I did. I think everybody agreed that that's where it picked up. People told me 5 minutes in is where this gets good, and 5 minutes in we start fighting. But I've just lost my something.
Is it because we're actually talking too much about the actual topic?
I guess I just people provide enough of that. There's enough of that out there.
But I want to be the people that provide that.
But they're already there.
Yeah, we want to replace them.
No, we can't. We're not on top of things enough. We don't even read comics anymore.
I do.
No, you don't. Oh my god, we're already at 30 minutes, and then I think we have like a fucking more than 5 minutes of usable stuff.
Put in my stuff about Batman, about Civil War.
I don't wanna. It's so boring, though. Everybody's heard that stuff. Like, yeah, we know that's how it breaks down.
I thought I had an original take on it.
Do you?
Yeah, like instead of it being that stupid mother that's like blaming him, he's blaming himself because of the Age of Ultron. Like he created the monster that like ruined like an entire city.
It's just so boring. It's so boring.
Do you think Doctor Strange is going to be any good?
Who knows? We haven't even seen a trailer. Problem with this show is we're just doing an impression of a YouTube show.
Okay.
There's nothing unique about what we're doing. There needs to be something that makes us stand out.
The drinking is the unique part.
It's not unique enough because if we're not fighting, it doesn't affect anything. Two sleepy cats.
Fuck, this is never going to happen again.
Oh, man. I think this whole thing's a wash. We may have to chalk it up to a learning experience.
You got to put something out. Even if it's not funny, at least it's informative.
Everybody knows this stuff. No one is going to watch beyond the first 3 minutes of this. Our drop-off on YouTube for that video is 4 minutes, 37 seconds.
Really?
Most people stop watching at 4 minutes, 37. That's the average that people make it through. And 3 people have told me that it gets good at 5 minutes.
Shit. Actually, it's funny. I rewatched it with Phil and Jackie, and they actually like Jackie hated all your editing. I thought you were a bit of a bully too.
Yeah, it's fine. They're your friends. I think that's what made the show funny. That I was a bit of a bully. I think this is awful. Everything we have is bad.
All right, so bully me then.
I think we just have to forget about this whole show. To be honest.
This whole episode?
No, the whole show. I think we have really different ideas of what we want this to be, and I don't think we're going to be able to find reconciliation. I don't. I think the show you want to make is boring from my perspective, and I think the show I want to make is hard on you from your perspective, and I don't think there's compromise to be had there.
You gotta be shitting me.
No, I'm not shitting you. It's just this episode to me is going to be dreadful. There's a million things like this on YouTube, and they're all better. It's just when people told us we should have a show, it wasn't because they thought that we were super in the know. It's because we have an argumentative dynamic, and a part of that is a bullying aspect.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tony. You know I wouldn't do this if I had any other choice. But he's my friend. So was I.
Okay, everybody, so that's it for now. That was Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. Started with the best of intentions. We really thought we could make something work, but in the end, Eric's star is governed by sincerity, and my star is governed by irony. And I really thought it would make an interesting show to see those two things butt heads. But in the end, it turned out that neither one really wanted to coexist with the other. And that's the fairest way I can think of to put it. And I've spent all afternoon thinking of a fair way to put it. So leave us a comment anyway, why don't you? I mean, I'd still be super interested to know what you thought of this one. Even what you thought of the movies that are coming out and which one you think is going to be the best or whatever the fuck. Click the subscribe button anyway, just in case we move forward with some other project. That's all I could say about it for now. I hope you liked it either way. Thanks so much.